Hi everyone! Thanks for joining me today for Vinyasa with Virginia. Today's practice will focus on Muladhara, the root chakra. The first of 7 chakras, the root chakra, is located at the base of the spine. Associated with the color red and the earth element, the root chakra is responsible for our present psychic condition, and when balanced, we feel safe, stable, and grounded. We'll begin today's practice by taking the mudra of the root chakra, the Gyan mudra, with the thumb and the index fingers coming to touch, the arms straight, chest extending out, and the spine tall. Breathing here. We'll take this time to set an intention for your practice. I offer the affirmations: I am safe, I am stable, I am grounded. Choose one of these affirmations as an intention for your practice, or feel free to set one of your own. Do so now. Breathing here, settling into the earth. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, bowing the head slightly. Return the hands to the knees, and we'll do some seated cat-cows here. Inhale, chest comes forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, round through the back, chin comes to chest, belly button to spine. Inhale for seated cow pose. Exhale for seated cat. Return to a neutral spine. Flutter the eyes open. Plant the hands at the front of the mat and swing the knees around to come to a tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Take the knees out wide, feet together, and drop the hips to the heels for child's pose. Letting the chest fall towards the mat and the hips to release towards your heels, surrendering to gravity. Bringing your awareness back to Muladhara, back to the base of your spine. Breathe into this area. Inhale deeply. Exhale through the nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, push up to tabletop position. Root through the hands. Become stable. Tuck the toes, and then send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Pedaling through the heels for your first one here. Reaching the chest towards the thighs. Strong through the arms. Shift your weight forward, coming into your plank pose. Breathe here, inhale. Then exhale to slowly lower all the way down to your belly, keeping your elbows tucked in tight. Bring the tops of the feet to the mat, elbows close into your sides. Push into the mat, slightly lifting the chest for baby cobra. And we'll take a few breaths here. Legs are engaged. Chest is proud, extended forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale to push back up to plank pose. Taking a breath here. And then exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look in between the hands. Step or hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with the heart. Plant the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back to your plank pose. Strong in your core here. Inhale, then exhale to lower all the way down to the belly, keeping the elbows closed in. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Scoot the hands 6 inches forward until your elbows come below the shoulders. Push into the forearms, into the mat, extending the chest up and forward for your Sphinx pose. Engaging the legs, maybe bringing the gaze up to the sky. Breathing here. Long neck. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Exhale, lower back down. Scoot the hands back by the rib cage. Untuck the toes. Push back up to your plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, straighten the legs. Lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, hands to prayer, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Elbows stay close to your sides, pausing halfway. Flip the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, untuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot up towards the sky, bend the knee, plant the foot in between the hands. Spin that left foot back, parallel to the back of your mat, and open up to the side for your warrior two. Breathing here. Finding your drishti, a focus point out over your right middle finger. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale to reverse your warrior, bringing it up towards the sky. Breathing here. Exhale back to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to shift your weight forward, keeping that front knee bent, and then bringing that right elbow to your right thigh and extending that left arm out in front of you above your head, creating one line from your left fingertips all the way to your left toes. Extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale here. One more breath. And then cartwheel your hands to frame that front foot. Step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, untuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left heel up towards the sky, bend the knee, swing the foot to plant it in between the hands. Spin that right foot back, parallel to the back of your mat. Open up to the side, warrior two. Muladhara comes from the root words mula, meaning root, and adhara, meaning support or base. Feel your strong base here in warrior two. Breathe into your legs, strong, rooted into the mat. Inhale, flip that top palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Breathing here. Keeping that front knee bent, inhale, and exhale back to warrior two. Turn the gaze over that left fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the weight forward, bringing that left elbow to your left thigh and extending that right hand up above the head, creating one long line for your extended side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Exhale to settle into your legs. One more breath here. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to frame that left foot. Pivot that back toe, step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here. Inhale, look up in between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, straighten the legs, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sit back into your chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, straighten through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right heel's up towards the sky. Exhale, swing that foot in between the hands. Plant that left foot back at a 45-degree angle. Inhale to rise. Warrior one. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, straighten through the arms, Extend out through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward for your humble warrior. Breathing here. Inhale, back up. Release the hands, sweep the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the foot, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that left heel up towards the sky. Bend the knee, swing the foot, plant it in between the hands. Spin that right foot back at a 45-degree angle. Inhale to rise to your warrior one. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, open up through your chest. Inhale, gaze goes up. Exhale to fold forward to your humble warrior pose. Maybe lifting the hands off the back. Strong in your feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the hands, sweep the arms above head. Exhale to plant the hands and step back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Actively reaching the heels towards the mat. Gripping into the mat with your fingers. Inhale, look in between the hand. Exhale, bend the knees, hop up to the front of your mat. Inhale, straighten the legs, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up. Inhale, sit back into your chair pose. Inhale to rise. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Feeling the sensations that you've created in the body today. Feeling your feet heavy on the mat and the earth supporting you. When blocked, the root chakra is said to manifest as lower back pain, constipation, fatigue, and among other things, low self-esteem. Notice how strong you are here, how stable you are as the earth supports you. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, step out wide to the side of your mat, toes out, heels in, wider than hip widths apart, and bend your knees. Coming into goddess legs. Trying to get a 90-degree angle at your knees and your elbows. Cactus your arms out. Sit low here, but keep the spine long and tall for your goddess pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, gaze goes up. Exhale, hands come to heart, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten the legs and the arms, gaze up. Exhale, bend the knees, hands come to prayer. Inhale, one more, straighten and rise. Exhale, bend the knees, hands come to prayer, getting low here in our squat. feeling how strong your legs are. Grip the mat with your feet. Breathing. Inhale, rise one more time. Exhale to fold forward. Heel toeing the toes in, heels out. Straightening through the legs. For your fan pose, plant the hands. Inhale, lengthen through the spine for a halfway lift. And exhale, fold, stretching through the backs of your legs. Trying to get hands in line with feet and keeping elbows tucked in like your chaturanga arms. Reaching the crown of your head towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Heel toe the feet in to a little wider than hip width distance apart. Heels are in, toes are out. Bend the knees. Coming in to our Muladhara. Inhale, rise. Exhale to drop the hips all the way down to the mat. Using your elbows on the inside of your knees to keep your chest extending forward. Neck is relaxed. Spine is long. Opening up through our hips. Maybe curling the lips up to a smile here. Breathing. Inhale, exhale, plant the hands on the mat and begin to shift your weight left and right, scooting the opposite foot out to the side as you do so, maybe flexing the foot and shifting the weight over to the other side of the mat, coming into your side lunge or skandasana pose. Option here to take Lord of War pose, or take your thumb and your index fingers to touch, lifting your torso as you shift your weight from side to side in these lunges. If it's easier, you can always keep your heel lifted in that bent working leg. Begin to shift your weight to the front of your mat. Plant your hands to frame that front foot. Step back, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Pausing halfway to hover. Flip the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips go back and up. Downward facing dog. Stretching the heels to the mat. Chest towards the knees. Maybe shifting the hips to the right and to the left. Stretching through the side body. Lifting both heels. Bending the knees. And straightening the knees. Stretching the heels back towards the mat. Inhale, look up to the front of your mat. Exhale, bend the knees, hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise, sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to prayer. Then we'll meet in mountain pose. Breathing here, rooting strong through our feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze goes up to follow. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, push into the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, here, pausing in our upward facing dog. This is an active pose. The legs are engaged. The core is tight. Heart is open. On your next exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left foot up towards the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Bring the right foot up to meet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Pausing here with our arms up, then we'll take our left hand to grab our right wrist. Stretch up on the inhale, and exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Switching the grip, pausing here at the top. Inhale, stretch up, and then exhale, side bend to the right. Creating space all through that left side body. Inhale back to center, releasing the grip here, staying tall here. Inhale, gaze goes up to the sky. Exhale, back bend just a couple inches. Pausing here. Take one more inhale. Exhale to fold a little deeper. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, stepping back to your plank pose and lowering chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward, coming through to a seat. We'll prepare for some core work in our boat pose. To start, plant the hands on the outside of the hips. Engage the core. Begin to lift the feet off the mat, keeping a long spine, proud chest. You could then lift the heels and the toes off the mat. Maybe grab for the backs of the thighs. And then release the thighs and bring the palms facing up, out to the side. Option to go further and straighten both legs. Breathing here, keeping the core tight. Exhale, release. Taking the soles of our feet together and the knees out wide. You can bring the thumbs in between the feet and open them like a book. You can begin to fold forward, leading with the chest forward, keeping the spine long to open up through your hips. Use your elbows on your thighs here to add even more opening. Breathing here. Inhale for a really tall spine. Lengthen. See how tall you can make yourself. And then exhale, round through the spine. Bring the crown of your head towards the feet, folding forward, releasing. Inhale to rise. Bring the feet out in front of you. Stretch the legs out long. Sit up tall. Flex the feet. Bring the feet on either side of the body, right next to the hips. Push into the hands, using the earth to grow your spine even longer, staying open through the chest and tall in the spine. The neck is long. For our staff pose, breathing here, bringing our awareness back to the base of our spine and feeling the earth support us. Release the hands. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Sit up tall, reach through the fingertips up towards the sky. Gaze goes up to follow, and slowly, with control, begin to fold forward, keeping the integrity of the spine, seeing how far forward you can reach with your hands before beginning to fold down towards your legs. Keeping a long spine here at first and breathing. And then exhale, folding forward into the legs, rounding through the spine, feeling your weight heavy. Maybe taking a couple halfway lifts on the inhale, and then exhale to fold deeper into the pose. Using your hands to pull on your feet, to pull you deeper into this pose. One more halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to release. Shake the legs out. Coming to Gomukhasana pose. We'll begin by bending our right knee and then planting the right foot on the opposite side of the left knee. So crossing it over that left knee and planting the sole of the foot on the ground. You could stay here if you'd like, or if you can, take that left heel and bring it towards your right sit bone or your right hip, making sure that both of your sit bones are firm on the mat here. Inhale for a tall spine. Plant your right hand right behind you. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky, and exhale to twist the elbow to the outside of that right knee. Taking a twist here in our Gomukhasana pose. Maybe bringing your gaze over that right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Bring the gaze back over to the front of your mat. Untwist, release the legs. Maybe shake them out. And coming into it on the other side, begin by bending that left knee, planting the sole of the foot on the ground, and bringing it across that right knee. Then take that right heel, bend the knee and bring it towards the left hip, making sure both sit bones are still on the mat. Sitting up tall here. Taking the left hand behind the body and reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Taking a twist, and your elbow will come outside of your left knee, and your gaze might come over your left shoulder for your twisted Gomukhasana pose. Exhale to release, untwist, undo the legs, maybe shake them out a bit. And we'll come through to lie on our backs. Bringing the knees into the chest, we'll take some circles, taking both knees in one direction. And then reversing the direction of your circles, massaging through the low back. Inhale and exhale. Open the feet out wide. Bend the knees towards the armpits and grab for the outside of the feet. Happy baby pose. Rock back and forth to massage all your organs and your kidneys. Actively try and reach your tailbone towards the mat. Find length and stretch out your legs. Maybe straightening one leg and then bending it and then straightening the other for bow and arrow pose. Exhale to release. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Windshield wipers the legs to the left and to the right. Plant the soles of the feet on the mat. Bring the heels about arm width distance away from your shoulders so you can reach your fingertips. They will barely be able to touch the back of your heels. Lift the hips up, push the feet into the mat for your bridge pose here. Breathing here. Engaging through the core, digging the heels into the mat. Maybe sending the hips up even higher. Feeling your strong, steady base and the earth strong and steady beneath you, giving you the support you need. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, fullest expression of your bridge pose. Exhale, release, send the hips to the mat. Bring the soles of the feet together. Knees will go out wide. Bring the palms facing up on either side of your body for your Supta Baddha Konasana. Feel your hips open and your shoulders release. Surrendering to gravity here. Returning your awareness back to the present moment and to the base of your spine, to your root chakra, Muladhara. Breathe into that space. Inhale. Exhale to settle into the earth. Take the hands underneath the knees. Push the knees together and bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Cross the right leg over the left knee. Shift the hips over to the left side and then drop the knees over to the right, taking a twist here. Ankle over that left knee. Maybe gaze goes over the left shoulder. Inhale the knees back to center. Uncross the legs. Cross that left leg over the right knee. Lift the hips, drop them over to the right, and then drop the knees over to the left. maybe bringing your gaze over your right shoulder and releasing your hands to the mat. Inhale the knees back to center. Unwrap the legs, soles of the feet to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug them tight. Bring the forehead up to the knees. Thank yourself for this practice, for showing up for yourself. Then release into corpse pose, Shavasana, the final resting pose. Relax into the mat, bringing your awareness to the crown of your head, seeing how much you can soften this area, and then moving down to in between your eyebrows, relaxing and softening here. Unclenching the jaw, maybe licking the lips or swallowing to release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Feeling the shoulders release and sink into the mat, your biceps release, wrists and fingers softening. Now feel your hips heavy and grounded upon the earth, and feel the earth strong and steady beneath you. Soften through your knees, your ankles, and your toes. Now feel your body as a whole, and as a whole, release and sink into the mat. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Begin to circle the ankles and the wrists. Deepening the breath, waking up the body. Inhale for a big morning stretch. Stretch the arms out above head. Point the toes. And then exhale to roll to one side. Pausing here, keeping your eyes closed. Keeping your eyes closed, use your next couple breaths to push yourself back up to a seated position. Bring thumbs and index fingers to touch. Extend the arms out, energy extending through the rest of your fingertips. Sitting tall here. Bringing your awareness back to your root chakra, Muladhara. Breathe deeply into the base of your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the root of your spine. Exhale to settle into the earth. Take this time to return to your intention that you set for your practice today. I am safe. I am stable. I am grounded. Inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. Flutter the eyes open. Hands come to prayer. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an honor. The light in me truly sees and honors the light in each one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Virginia. I'll be uploading a class every week, and today's class was about the root chakra. Next week we'll be working on the sacral chakra. So tune in next week to see what we have for you. Thank you.